Welcome to 2 Minutes Global Market Pulse. Here are the top overnight news stories for the 6th of August, 2025. President Donald Trump said we will be putting an initially small tariff on pharmaceuticals. He further stated that the tariff on pharmaceuticals will go up in 1 year to 150% to 250%. Trump also said that the United States will raise India's tariff substantially over the next 24 hours due to India's continued purchase of Russian oil. The White House is preparing an executive order that would fine banks for dropping customers for political reasons. Federal Reserve Bank President Mary Daly stated on Monday that, given mounting evidence that the United States job market is softening and there are no signs of persistent tariff-driven inflation, the time is nearing for interest rate cuts, and that we may need more than 2 cuts this year. A private gauge of China's services sector showed activity expanded at the fastest pace in more than a year in July, as demand improved during the summer travel rush. The Caixin Services PMI for July came in very strong at 52.6, up from 50.6 in June, and above the consensus forecast of 50.4. Japan's trade chief is heading to the United States to push for a promised car tariff cut. Japan's 10-year government bond auction drew weak demand, which signals discontent at the Bank of Japan's delay in rate hikes. Meanwhile, board members said cutting back the Bank of Japan's buying of government bonds too quickly might have an unforeseen impact on markets, June meeting minutes showed. The S&P 500 year-over-year earnings per share growth is tracking at 9% so far for the second quarter. The bottom-up consensus of analyst estimates expected 4% growth at the start of the earnings season. The United States trade deficit narrowed to $60.2 billion in June 2025, the lowest since September 2023, compared to a revised $71.7 billion gap in May and forecasts of a $61.6 billion shortfall. Imports declined 3.7% to $337.5 billion, the lowest since March 2024, led by pharmaceutical preparations, passenger cars, crude oil, and nuclear fuel materials. For more updates, stay tuned to The Fellow Investors.